Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Tracy discovers Lucy and Scott's plot today on General Hospital. News of Bobby's death spreads, and Carly has regrets. Lucy approaches Scott at the Metro Court bar and inquires whether he has begun to sweep Tracy off her feet. Scott claims to have her where he wants her. He admits to texting and even flirting with her. Lucy believes he should do it slowly so she doesn't become suspicious. She claims the plan is to get her to Vegas, hammer her, and then marry her. Scott claims Luke has already done this, and he doubts she will fall for it again. Lucy disagrees, claiming Tracy repeatedly makes the same mistakes. She goes through his texts and informs him he's using too many exclamation marks, and that emoji don't imply what he thinks they do. Kevin, Laura, and Martin are seated at a table, and they all notice Lucy and Kevin at the bar. Martin claims that Lucy forgiven him for his ex-girlfriend from hell, therefore he can trust her with hers. Laura offers a selfie for her social media, which Jordan encourages her to use more frequently. Martin had to leave after they take it, since he needs to make a business call to a client in Singapore. Kevin warns Laura that Lucy and Scott talking together is never a good sign. Laura receives a phone call from Lucas. Scott and Lucy spot Laura's expression and head over to find out what's up. Laura apologizes to Scott, but Bobby has died. Lucas had asked for Lucky's phone number, and she had vowed not to tell anyone until Carly had notified her children. Scott and Lucy have agreed not to say anything. As flashbacks are revealed, they all remember about Bobby and how much they loved her. Brooke Lynn discovers Tracy's phone is overflowing with Scott texting at the Quartermain mansion and wonders what she has with him. Tracy claims he texted her about her New Year's plans out of the blue the other day, and she naively responded, opening the floodgates. She reads Scott's texts and informs her grandmother that Scott is flirting with her. Chase reappears, and Brooke Lynn fills him in on her mother's troubles. Changing the subject, she informs him of Scott's text flirtation with Tracy. Tracy argues that he isn't flirting with her, so Brooke Lynn takes out her phone to show Chase. "Is there no privacy here?" shouts Tracy. Brooke Lynn recounts having an affair with Scott in the past, and Chase wonders if Tracy is interested. She claims her standards are not so low, but Brooke Lynn believes it is acceptable if she wants to go out and have fun. Brooke Lynn puts Instagram onto her grandmother's phone and begins following individuals she knows. She demonstrates that they are all having a good time while she is at home watching the ball drop. Tracy claims that no one in this house slanders Dick Clark. Brooke Lynn and Chase decide to go, but she tells Tracy that they never know how much time they have left, so they should make the most of it. After a show, Ava returns to the gallery and stores several paintings. Meanwhile, a stranger enters through the back door, and when Ava notices them, they place their palm over her mouth to block her from shouting. Ava is startled to see Nicholas, which he expects given that she left him for dead. She admits she knew he was alive and wandering around Europe, and tells him that if he's here for vengeance, Sonny's guard is standing outside the door. He informs her that the room is soundproof, but he is not here to cause her harm. She yelps, "Taking my daughter wouldn't have hurt me." He wanted her to feel anguish while she assisted Spencer in turning against him, but he wouldn't have done it. He acknowledges that they've both gone through a lot, and he apologizes for what Austin did to her. She wonders if he murdered him and has been sending her the messages. He swears he did and hasn't, and she, to her surprise, believes him. She wonders why he returned. With Austin and Mason gone, he claims he knew he could finally talk to her. He apologizes for all the anguish and pain he has given her, and they were both played that night by Austin and his boss. She admits that it wasn't the first time they were used. They talk about how Ryan sent Esm to injure them both, and Nicholas and Ava both realize they loved each other. Ava claims that their underlying issues had nothing to do with Ryan and Esm, and that they were always doomed to heartbreak at some point. He disagrees, but she accuses him of cheating on her and threatening to take Avery. She claims there is no turning back, that their relationship was sick, toxic, and rotten to the core. To change the subject, Nicholas believes Ryan got what he deserved, and perhaps they can work together to ensure Esme gets hers as well. Sunny wants to know, do you hate the mother of my children so much that you'd send her to prison out of spite? She claims it wasn't out of malice and asks him to recall last spring, when Carly kept the truth about her Willow from her, and when she finally discovered how sick Willow was and how she nearly died. Sunny inquires as to how Ned and Michael became involved in protecting her secret. Willow is astounded to find that Michael had known for months but had not told her. Willow storms out enraged. Michael is chasing after her. Nina is concerned about Willow, but Sunny assures her that she has done more than enough damage. Nina admits she immediately regretted her actions. He claims that Donna's mother could have gone to prison, and that Scout's father did go to prison and nearly died there. Nina realizes what she did was terrible, but she reminds him that Carly and Drew committed a crime that anybody might have reported. Sunny explains that no one reported them, but she did. Nina insists she came here to tell him everything. He does not believe her and claims she has damaged many lives. Nina begs Sunny not to ruin their relationship over one dumb mistake, and she apologizes profusely. He tells her that he doesn't need to hear it. He tells her she needs to apologize to Carly and Drew, and insists she go to Carly's straight away. Nina believes he wants her to go there, so Carly sobs because he can't because he still loves her. Sunny tears and walks away, saying he can't do it right now. Nina runs after him, insisting that this isn't the end of their relationship. Michael asks Willow to give him a chance to explain himself on the pier. She wonders how he could lie and let Ned get away with it. Michael claims he was attempting to protect her. She compares him to Nina, and he should have told her the truth from the beginning. Like you did with your cancer diagnosis, he exclaims. She can't believe he did that to her. Michael apologizes, but he was attempting to protect her in the same way she was attempting to protect him. He knew it would be painful for her because she was becoming closer to Nina. She claims she isn't a porcelain doll, and they don't spend much time together as a mother and daughter. Willow claims Nina couldn't find time to make plans with her and made excuse after excuse to avoid spending time with her. She notices that every time Nina's name was mentioned, Michael smirked. She goes on to explain, "This wasn't about protecting me, you had another reason." Sunny makes his way to church to pray. Carly recalls informing her mother in her living room that she picked Spencer as her surname following her divorce. Drew inquires about her health. Carly can't believe her mother is no longer alive. Drew called Lucas, and he's making arrangements to bring her mother home. Carly feels she needs to inform her children, but Drew suggests she take a few hours to digest her emotions. She has no idea what she is feeling. She keeps reflecting on the last 6 months and wondering what she would have done differently if her mother was still alive. She was concerned about her mother handling Luke's business on her own, and she should have urged her mother to return home sooner. Drew claims she died quietly in her sleep and that she had no regrets. Carly recalls telling her mother on Christmas Eve to hurry back so they could ring in the new year. Drew thinks it sounds like a nice phone call when she and Donna told her they loved her. Carly claims that if she had known it was her last conversation with her mother, she would have told her how much she meant to her and how she had transformed her life. He claims she knew, and he is holding her. Carly laments how she came to town to ruin Bobby's life, but she forgives her. Drew claims she deserved the forgiveness. Carly sobs as she recalls Bobby teaching her how to be a good person, a good mother, and how to love and be loved. Drew excuses himself to call the embassy and arrange for Bobby's return. A knock is heard at Carly's door. It's Nina who answers the phone. On the next General Hospital, Curtis is concerned that the study will fail. Portia has huge ambitions for the year 2024. Eva inquires about Nicholas' plans for Esme. Laura informs Esme that she will have to give herself in. What kind of marriage is that? Willow inquires of Michael. Nina assures Carly and Drew that she has something important to tell them. Sunny yells at someone, telling him that now is not the night to push him. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.